Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to finish what I started the last tutorial. So in the last tutorial, we've added the entity, two entities, the shopping cart and the cart item, and we've seen how we've created the relationship between the cart item and the product, many to one. The same product could be in many different cart items, and the relationship between this shopping cart and the cart items. So basically the shopping cart is supposed to have a list of products, hence a list of cart item, a list or a collection or set or whatever. So I'm using just collection, the interface collection, so we can transform it to a list or a set or whatever we want to transform it. So that's it. And now I'm gonna do a little bit of implementation. I'm gonna start doing some implementation. So basically what I need to do is when I click to this add cart, I get something here where I can specify the quantity. Then where I can specify the quantity, then I enter the quantity, then we add the cart, the product to the shopping cart. So I'm tracking this shopping cart by session token. What I'm gonna use here is I'm gonna store this token here in the session, so to be able to identify which cards belong to who. So that's it. And so to do that, I'm gonna go to get bootstrap 4, and yes, I need this, and I'm gonna look for something that's I need. It's the model. First of all, I need, because we need something to pop up here in front, so we can select the choose the quantity and stuff, and after submitting the form. So I'm gonna see the model. Yes, I guess this is it. And launch. I need something. This one is very good. Since it's vertically centered. So this view here is the public view. So here, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to the resource folder template, and it's the index. It's the index, and I'm gonna scroll down here to this button where we generate this button, and what I'm gonna use here, I guess it's right here. Okay. Yes, I'm doing it for each here, and this is, I guess, the button. Add to cart. This is it. This is the button. So this button. After this button, I'm gonna add something. This model here. Do a little bit of formatting so we get everything aligned. Where is it? Yes, this is the model, and we want it to be in the center, in the center. So what I'm gonna add is model. Just add this class here to this div. So this is it, and what I need is this, because this model is triggered by this gonna get triggered by this, so this is the add, this is it. I'm gonna add this, and this is a, so I'm gonna just name it the model, add model, and you will see we will have to customize it. So this is not, so that's it. And what we need to do is make this, because each button, here we have a loop, so each button must be associated with each model. So that's it. I click, for example, on this button here, I get the model that's attached to this product, and so on. So this is the idea here. And before that, I'm gonna get rid of something like we see here, vertically, add to cart. This, I'm gonna name this just add to cart, add to cart. And so this is the body of the model, and I may add something here. The footer, I don't know, but I guess we don't need this. And this gonna be even the footer, I guess we don't need it, since we have the close button is here, so we don't need this part here, I guess. So I'm gonna get rid of it. So we have the body here, and in the body here I will need something other product. I'm gonna look for the car, bootstrap basic cards, nothing fancy card. So I'm gonna see, so this could be good, I guess. This is good, hold the product image. So that's it, I guess. That's gonna be good enough. And here, do basic, do some formatting here. So that's it. And the image here is the image product. So I'm gonna go up here and just copy and paste this. Gonna hold the image, and this, we don't need this here, this text here, and probably we don't need this. Let's get rid of it right now. So this, I'm gonna need a form and action gonna be add to cart, and I need to add to cart. So that's it. I'm gonna make it method. We'll keep it paused, and method pass I'm gonna use, since we are adding something to the cart, so I'm gonna use the pass method and the very basic input here, and I'm gonna pass the quantity. It's the type, it's gonna be the number, because I need to pass here the quantity, and then we're gonna give it a name, which is gonna be the quantity, and I'm gonna, what else? So that's it. I'm gonna give it a class, bootstrap class, form control, no control. So that's it, and I'm gonna need another input here, with the type, I guess type. I'm gonna use hidden, and it's gonna be the ID name, which is the ID. So we need to pass the product ID here, so we can know which products we are adding to the cart. And this gonna be the equal. I'm gonna just give it to each value of product ID. So that's it, and hopefully this work. And before this, we need to make here and an input, another input. It's gonna be of type submit, and that's it, I guess. We don't need anything else. And the class gonna be class, let's make it a button, not an input, button. I'm gonna give it a class which is btn primary, just the basic bootstrap class, and I'm gonna give it button and submit. So that's it, and I'm gonna give it a margin top of 2. So that's it, I guess. And the next thing we need to do is to configure this model. We don't need this. We don't need this model, this button here, and get rid of it. So I've already done this, something similar to this here in the index, where we have each model. So what I'm gonna do is copy paste the same thing. We have here the model fade, the things almost the same thing. So this is gonna be yes, we are here. This is gonna be like this. I'm gonna keep it the same, and for here, up here, the data attribute. So data tool, data target. I'm gonna use this model center. So that's it, and we need to rerun this and see if we how this will look like. So that's it. We have it. It doesn't take all the well, I'm gonna see why. I guess because of this width here, this card width here. You didn't specify the width, so the card takes everything, all the. So that's it. That's pretty good, I guess. I don't know if it's much bigger, and so I'm gonna give the image width and the height. So we have to control it. I'm gonna give it just the height. Just try to control the height, which will set to 200 pixel. So give it a try here. Doesn't look much better, but 250. And I guess it should look much better now. So it does look much better. So we can customize this, add the product price and the product name or whatever, but it doesn't matter. We will improve the look of that things later. So, and here I need to here the number, this gonna have a max. Min, I'm gonna specify the minimum, which already 1, and I'm gonna give it a default value of 1, because it's meaningless to have like 0, and I'm gonna give it a placeholder, give it quantity. So should look better now. So I guess it's much better. So I'm gonna keep it like this. It's good, I guess. The maximum we should do the max here, because we don't want to add a quantity that's more than what the product exists in our stock. The quantity more than the quantity of the product that actually exists in the stock. So we can add the max here, but let's keep it like that, no problem. And that's it. So this it looks good. And now, since we added this, we need to add this action. So, and I'm gonna go to the index or detail. No. I'm gonna create another control, and I will name it like cart controller. So that's it. And so I'm gonna add the annotation. controller annotation, and I'm gonna get down here and get it's a post mapping, and it takes this mapping and public, and it's gonna be the string, always a string, public string. So add to cart, and it's gonna take first of all http request or http session. I will explain why we need this http session, and this first thing is http session, and what we have here, yes, we just need to, and model, well, then we'll need to retrieve the quantity and the product, and it's gonna be the request param, and it's the ID, maybe a long ID, product ID, and we need another request param, and it's gonna be the quantity, and it's gonna be just an int quantity. So that's it, and let's just return or redirect, return redirect to the slash index slash this, and here. So first of all, let's say this, if this is the first time we're creating the cart, what we're gonna do is we need to create, because we are tracking this shopping cart across with the session here, we need to in the first time we need to, if it is the first time we add the cart, the user adding the cart, we need to create this session here, check for the session, and I'm gonna name this like session token, and I'm gonna retrieve a string here, session token equal to session get, not get ID but get attribute, and I'm gonna give it this name of session token. If it does exist, that means it's not the first time. It's not the first time with the user. If this, and I'm gonna cast it to a string, I guess. I need to do a cast to string, yes. And if this is, if session token equal to no, that means this is the first time. So I need to do this session add get. We need to set attribute. Yeah, we need to do this set attribute, and then we're gonna give it the same name we used here. And we're going to work like this, but when we add the user and authentication, we can use the user to track this shopping cart, or we can use Spring Session or other things. So I'm gonna use random string util, I guess. String util, yes, random. No, it's somewhere UU like this. Yes, UUID, random UUID, to string, I guess. So just create a static factory to retrieve a type 4 pseudo randomly generated. So that's it. We need this, and we store it here, and we create. So that's it. If it's null, then okay. Otherwise, else we just yes. If it's null, we're gonna create a new shopping cart. Gonna name it shopping cart, and instantiate a new shopping cart, and I'm gonna create a cart item, new one, cart item, and new cart item. So that's it, and I'm gonna use this cart item and set quantity to quantity, and cart item set date to new date, and cart item yes, this one, set, we need here the product. So this product, we're gonna use something here and do some, we need this to inject this product service so we can get the product, and that's, we do the injection, the dependency injection, and we use this to do the set the product and get product by ID. Yes, this is it, and that's it. And we need to shopping cart get car items and set add. No, we need to add cart item, and now what we need to do is persist this cart item. So that's it. And to persist the cart item, I'm gonna real quick create a service. We may need this service, and I'm gonna name it the shopping cart service, and decorate it with a service, and we need dependency injection here, or to var and the private and it's going to be shopping cart repository, and shopping cart repository, and public, and it's going to be rotate shopping cart. No, shadow shopping cart, add shopping cart, shopping cart, and then it's gonna take shopping cart. That's it. Let's keep it simple. Shopping cart. Because this logic we created here, all this stuff here we've created, so yes, we could just move this. Yes, we can write something like this, and it's gonna be the shopping cart. Let's get rid of this since so that's it. Let's keep it simple like that, and I need a dependency injection here. Need a dependency injection, and this gonna be shopping cart service, shopping cart service, and the same shopping cart service. So this shopping cart service could go down here, create and add shopping carts, and pass the ID, the token, the ID, the session token, and the quantity, shopping cart, and so I'm gonna create this method here. I'm gonna return a shopping cart. We may use this and move this, all this implementation here. Nope. To keep our controller clean. So we need, if we do that, we need the product service here. We need the injection of the product service over here. And now we're good. And we shopping cart. And set session token, which is session token, and shopping cart. We need shopping cart repository, save, and the shopping cart. We're gonna save this shopping cart. So that's it. And add shopping cart. Let's rename this first time. So you will know why we renamed this Add shopping cart first time. Yes, it's fine. Just we need to save this and get rid of this else. So in the else statement, if this is not null, so that's mean it does exist. So add the shopping cart. Add. So I'm gonna add two shopping carts, two existing shopping carts, and I'm gonna pass. What I'm gonna pass always this session token. No, I did something wrong here. What I passed here is null because I needed to reassign this. Yes, I needed to reassign that over here. So equal, because I was persistent, I was passing to the other method a null, because if it's null, it's still be null, and then passing it here, and it's still null. So I need to reassign it. Session token. If we didn't get here, we have this session token here, and we can. Yeah, no, there's a difference, and I need the ID session token and the quantity, and I'm gonna implement this method here. It should return the yes, this should return and this should return shopping cart. And so I'm getting the products here. Here it's a bit tricky. So what I'm gonna do here is first I'm gonna retrieve this session to the shopping cart. So I'm gonna create shopping cart first, and then it's gonna be shopping cart repository get or find by session token. So that's it. We'll try to find that, and because we know it does exist, so that's it. And first we are adding a product, right? We are adding a product to the shopping cart. So what we need to do is we have this product first. We can retrieve this product, and I'm gonna be just P, and it's gonna product service get by ID. So that's it. And what I need to do is trying to add the product, but what if the product is already there, and just like adding it for another time. So in this case, what I need to do is not to add the product, but just update the quantity of the products that's already exists in the shopping cart. So that's it. And what I'm gonna do here is we'll try to yes. What I need to do is And so what I need to do is I will create for and product. Let's see this product P in products. Let's keep it like product in shopping cart. Not the product, but we need this is the cart item, because cart, yes, it's cart item, not, you can name it just item. Shopping cart and get items. Yes, get items. So we're trying to iterate over this if and if so if p id, we have yes, it's just p get id, we can just equal to cart item get product get id. If this equal, if those are equal, that means the products already exist. So what I'm gonna do here is the item, I'm gonna say just the item and get product, no, just get item and get quantity, no, set quantity, and it's gonna be item get quantity plus the new quantity. So we're just like summing up the old quantity with the new quantity we received from the user interface. And otherwise, if not, what we need is, but if we create an else here, we for each one that doesn't exist, we go to the, so it gets out of here if it doesn't, and yes, if this happen, what we're gonna do is, so that's it. We need to do the shopping cart with the shopping carts shopping return. We need to return. So that's it. We start from here. Shopping. If we find the product, then we stop. No, shopping cart repository, save shopping cart. So that's it. Else, if we didn't get here, we finish this and we go down here, and what we do here is, it's like we already know that if we get here, we already know that it doesn't exist. This product doesn't exist in the shopping cart yet, so we need to add it to the shopping cart. So we just create this, and it's gonna be set And no, yes, before we need to create a cart item. First, we need to create a cart item. Cart item, cart item, cart item, new cart item. So, and cart item. We set the quantity, set the date to new date, Java date, cart item, set product, set quantity with the quantity, and the cart item set the what product to the product. So to P, we have the product is P, and set here set the other session token, but because it's already exists, what we need to do is get items, then invoke the add method on cart item, and we append the cart item into the collection of, and finally return cart shopping cart green cart no shopping cart repository and save the shopping cart. So that's it, and hopefully everything worked. We still have no error yet. We don't have any error. So we have let's go to the database and see. So we have let's open this this is empty, and let's try to add the products. So I'm gonna add this one. I'm getting a bad request here because the Java linguistic Java form of string. What I'm getting here, input for string. What? Why this is happening? Ah yes, we are passing something here, something strange over here. I guess this is ID. Yes, this should be here. It should have something like this, So, and go back. I need to update the UI. No, it's not the. Ah yes, it's getting this null because we're getting a null here because of the return value of column. Because we are invoking. So that's it. This is a tricky problem, and because we're trying to get to here and invoking this, so what we need to do here, we have a, let's go here and constructor, and I'm gonna use the constructor, an empty constructor, and I'm gonna items equal new. I'm gonna use the array list here. Array list of cart item. So that's it. Rerun the application. And go back. So still having, because shopping cart is no. Shopping cart item. Shopping cart is no. Where we are getting this. Yes, over here to existing. No, we should not be getting over here. We should not be getting over here because let's see the controller. If else we should not be getting here. So excuse me for a minute. So I figured out the problem. It was just something here. So let's see if we add something to the cart, what's gonna happen. And the same thing. I'm having a problem here because it's not. So if we just delete everything, I guess it's gonna work. So it does, because we are using this session, and so that's it. We forgot to include the date here. And if we go to the shopping cart, so that's it, and already created something here. So the product is this, the quantity and date. So if we added something here to the added another product, for example this with this quantity like 5, so we're gonna see. And if we go back to the shopping cart, it's the same thing, but we have only one shopping cart for each user that we identify with this session token. But shopping cart item, we add something here, another record, and here another record. This is the new record we added with quantity of 5. And what if we go back to this product and we added something, like we added another something? Remember, this product is already exists. It does already exist in the cards, shopping carts. So let's see what's gonna happen. So it was 4, now it's 6. Since the product is already there, so we just sum up the quantity. So that's it for now for this video, and I hope you